Yellowjackets Season 3, Episode 6 was fire! It sucks that they spoiled that Mel, aka Hilary Swank, is gonna be in the season, because it would be a huge mystery of, what's going on with Shauna and where the tape is coming from, the breaks and all that stuff. I still think it has to be Mel. Then back in the Wilderness timeline, I love that they're still dealing with Ben and, whether or not he started the fire. And, he was saying to Nat, every meal he was getting, please, just end me. And then eventually he's like, actually, I did burn it down. I don't think so. And of course, now he's dead, and we don't actually have a clear answer. But I still don't believe it was him. I think it was Dark Tide. I've heard a lot of people say that they think it's Van for some reason. I don't know why they say that, but I'm here for it. But I definitely think it was Dark Tide. I still can't put my finger on what's good with Walter. I could definitely see Walter being the way that Mel is introduced, if he's somehow related to her or has a connection to her. But it's just weird, and it being such a big casting of Elijah Wood, just something's off there. I'd love to get a clear understanding of what's going on with Ty in the present day. We definitely see that Dark Ty is coming back. We saw that she was acting weird in the hotel, but she was like normal weird. And then when they were sleeping, she woke up and was like, ah. So, I mean, there's some aspect of Dark Ty still around. The question is it the obvious Dark Ty when she's sleeping? Or just like when she was about to pull the trigger in the Wilderness timeline, it seemed like she was able to just like flip a switch and become Dark Ty. Going back to Misty in the present timeline, I do like that we're getting back into her citizen detective stuff, and I hope that there is something big with Lottie and that it's not just, citizen detective goes too far. I don't think they would do that, but I'd be very disappointed if they did. So, seems like Lottie's death is going to be tied into something bigger. Again, maybe Mel, maybe something else. I was also thinking that maybe Ben could come back and, you see him wheel in a wheelchair up and like, I'm gonna get you girls, but obviously that is not the case, and he's gone, and we still don't know if he started the fire. The only thing that makes me question Van is when they were at her house looking for the tape player, and the phone rang, and it seemed like she was talking to Dark Ty. The other thing I could see is that maybe there is no Dark Ty, and there never was a Dark Ty, and that it's Van who is seeing all this stuff, and that all of that is in her head. But, we did see the family dog and all that stuff. So, again, there is some level of Dark Ty, but if there is, if it is Van who started the fire, I could see that there's something there where both of them are, a little screwy. I did feel really bad for Misty, who really just wanted to help Ben. And, the feeding tube, I'm sure, was not fun for Ben, but, with them believing that he's the bridge to the bridge to getting home, and that, she really did love him. That kiss at the end was a little, but I did sympathize with her. Also, we can't not mention, Travis and Akilah. I feel bad for both of them. I feel bad for Akilah that she thinks that she has to be the one to, go in the cave and everything. And I feel bad that Travis can't be like, I just told you that because I didn't want to be tripping balls every day. But it does work out how they're keeping Lottie as like the conduit to the wilderness, yet she's not necessarily the leader. And so with Nat going and betraying them and killing Ben, the power shifting over to Shauna, I think that was always going to happen, but I think it's a really good way that they did that. Going forward, I think we're going to see Callie actually have a bigger part in all this stuff. I think she's being sidelined, but she's showing that she has, the mindset to do what's good. And then, of course, at the very end, people in the wilderness, who were they? I've been saying, I think we're going to get a scene of, like, right after they get rescued. Either on the plane back home, or, like, right as they're landing. Because that's really the heart of the show where we're at. It's not really about eating people anymore. It's about the character study of like what these girls are doing and then how it's affecting what's going on in the present. And so I really like how they're playing it out. But I've heard a lot of people complaining. So what do you guys think? Are they dragging this out, or are you enjoying the pacing as much as I am?